Hey, Sherry, how's it going?
Good. What's going on?
Nothing much, nothing much.
I know
Waiting
I
to
haven't
talk.
done a live with you in a while, Bill. I was
It
so
has been a
happy when
while.
you said yes. Um, so are you excited? You have a cruise, what, next week?
Ooh, next week I leave down. I come down there in Tampa on the 13th. So I can't wait to get down there. You're supposed to come, and we're doing a little meetup. So I'm gonna get to meet you, Danny. There's some other people that were talking about coming down. I don't know whether they are or not, but I see Scott's in here, so I'm sure he'll be down there and join the meetup.
Yeah, it'll be a little vlogger meetup. I know Edna's gonna be here. Someone said Tinkerbell and Naughty, and I don't know who else, but it sounds like there's gonna be a
Life
mini
with V,
meetup.
and yeah, there's quite a few.
So this is the first sailing of Margaritaville, right?
Yeah, the inaugural of the Islander.
Okay, that's cool. So did you get the drink package and everything, or are
I
you just
did, I did. I wanted drink packages. First time I ever really bought the drink package, so I did because I think there's gonna be quite a bit of drinking.
is Betty gonna come visit us? You know, Betty lives maybe 30 minutes from me, and I have never met her.
I don't know if she will. She was talking about coming down there and maybe getting a hotel room or something. But I don't know. I think she wants to Uber down there. If I heard her correctly, I think if she did come, she would Uber. She wouldn't drive.
Okay, I'm gonna hop over and say hello to some people on the chat before we get on to our topic. Let's see, we've got Kelman Explorers in the house, and he has been over on TikTok. I met him over on TikTok, and I think he's gonna come on live next Tuesday night. So
Sweet.
stay tuned. Yeah, he's in the cruising community over there. We've got Cynthia in the house. Hello, Cynthia. Thank you so much for coming in. And we've got Daily Dose of the Bible, Kenneth Oakes. He shared us out on Facebook and both YouTube channels. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Kenny.
And we've got Lisa Ann here, and she's also over in the cruising community over there on TikTok. So thank you so much for coming over. We got Controversial Cruising. We were just talking about you coming to Tampa next week there, Scott. So, Scott, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pick you up at the airport because I think what the plan is going to be that I'm going to work till noon and then meet up with you guys. But more to come on that. Hello. I can never pronounce this. Hinkanuki World Tour. Yay, and you're back. Thank you so much for coming back. And we got Z's Gaming and Home Theater channel. Well, thank you, Z. Hello, hello. And we've got Carnival Cruise Addicts in the house. Hello. And let's see, Mary Ellen. Thanks for coming in, Mary Ellen. When's your next cruise? You're always going somewhere. What's your next one? I think you said Jubilee, but I'm not sure.
My favorite Carnival cruise ship, Jubilee.
Yeah, I think that's where she's on next. Hey, Anthony Simone, thanks for coming in. And I think we've already said hello to Lisa Ann. If not, hello. Let's see. He's saying Naughty is coming. Okay.
Naughty's coming. Okay.
Hey, Antoinette. I got to meet up with her, too. Her and I keep trying to plan something, either a cruise or just meeting somewhere in Florida somewhere.
I'm looking at maybe coming cruising out of Jacksonville. I think they're close to Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And I was thinking about doing a cruise out of because I had like $100 casino deal out of Jacksonville, and I said I should go up there. I know Antoinette. I got to find out when they're going on a cruise again.
She needs to come out of Tampa, is where she needs to go out of. I was actually looking at some cruises out of Tampa on Royal. I know they're tiny ships, but for like a long weekend, there was one for like $300, which wasn't too bad. On the Royal Caribbean Grandeur or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm looking at that. If you're just looking for a nice, relaxing with not a lot of activities, that's you take one of those long weekend cruises out of here. It's not bad.
Don't knock the smaller ships.
No,
I like you know, I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages to both. But I like the smaller ships. It's more, you don't have the rock climbing walls, you don't have the roller coasters, and you don't have all that. But it's more of an intimate setting. Uh,
Mm-hmm. More
Imagine,
the
like, you know,
old school cruising, the
like
more
the old
laid
school
back.
cruising.
Yep.
You know, you got Kindle Fire on the Jubilee with 6,000 people, or would you like to have Kindle Fire on, you know, the Carnival Miracle with you know 2,200, 2,300?
So it's funny because we went out. Sorry, Danny's not here. My dog's now deciding to act like a fool. He's got his energy back, so
Good for
bear
him.
with us. But we went on, so that world cruise, the Serenade of the Seas, used to
Yes.
go out of Tampa before that, and we've been on that. So it's funny watching all their TikTok videos. I know exactly where like they are on the ship, and it's kind of cool. But yeah, it's just a very laid back, not a lot of activity kind of ship. And
I do. I like them. You know, if I'm traveling with a group of people, you know, different ages, if I'm traveling, you know, with um, people that want to do more things,
mm-hmm.
you know, bigger ships, the better. You know, the more you have, the more you can do. But for me, you know, give me you know, some good ports, some chairs I can get to by the Lido deck. I'm good. A casino,
Yeah, all you need is a casino deal, Bill, and you're there.
I'm there. I've never had a bad cruise.
Speaking of casino deal, before I get back in the chat, have you received any from Royal since you just went on your first Royal ship? Or
Nothing.
I haven't gotten one either, so I don't know what's going on. Because last time when I went on a Royal ship, I got one within like a month. Well, it hasn't been a month yet, but still. I don't know, Bill. I think they're just selling these cruises out on Royal. They must just not be giving them out like they used to. Hey, Will G, thanks for coming in. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation.
Whoop,
You
whoop.
don't have to do that, but thank you so much. And I don't have the little fancy thing Bill has that plays the music, but I got to learn how to do that. Bill, you got to show me how to do that. But thank you so much, Jennifer. Hey, Cruise Nuts. Thanks for coming in. Let me scroll down. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. We have Adam Rossi in the house. Okay, so he came over from the TikTok too. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. Got lots of TikTok people in here tonight. Now we got to learn how to build. You and I got to learn how to work TikTok, and we got to teach them.
I'm on TikTok. I just haven't spent much time over there, but I'm on TikTok. I probably posted a short today, this morning on TikTok, or this morning, either last night, talking about Margaritaville.
So all the newer people in here that did come over from TikTok, or just newer people in here in general, make sure you go over to Warmstrong's channel. Bill, drop your link in here and make sure you guys check him out. And he's also on TikTok as well. And I'm on TikTok as well, but I don't really post that much in TikTok like I do YouTube. But make sure you check him out. And if you guys want to share out your channels, if you have YouTube channels, just do #defun and your channel will post at the bottom. Let's see. Let me just scroll down here. So Controversial says he's only bringing a backpack. I guess that he means on Margaritaville. How long is that cruise?
4 days. That's crazy.
I would need more than a backpack. I don't know about all that. Plus, he's here for what, a day? So that's 5 days, really, if you think about it.
It's at least 5 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I will be on the Norwegian Joy June 23rd to Bermuda. Anyone else here going too? Anybody else on Norwegian Joy? I've never been on the Norwegian Joy.
No, the only Norwegian ship I've been on is the Norwegian Pearl. It's one of their older ones.
I've only been on the Breakaway. Hey, Scratch and Pete, thanks for coming in. And he had a live this afternoon, so make sure you go check that out if you have not already. Just scrolling on down here. Everybody's saying hello, hello. Bill did share his channel, so make sure you guys go check that out.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's see. Ryan Donahue is here. Danny is here, and he better not be driving and listening, or because you don't listen to YouTube in the car, Danny. He might still be at his appointment. Mary Ellen back, frozen for a bit. We were just talking about where your next cruise was, Mary Ellen. Let's see. Everybody saying hi to Danny. Sorry, I had my British filter on. I didn't even know. Oh, on his phone. I was like, how do you have a British filter?
No, he said, what did he say? Good. Hello, governor. It's a British accent. Governor. Anyway, I got it, Danny. I got it.
You got it. I didn't get it. Mary Ellen, I prefer the Pearl over the Breakaway. So we did the Breakaway before the C word, and we didn't really like the Breakaway. So I don't know. I want to try one of their larger ships, Norwegian. I heard it's a better experience than their smaller ship. So we wanted to give it another shot because you can't go by the first one, right? He got it. Very nice, Bill. All right. So let me just do this one last and we'll jump over to our topic here. I'll be on the Norwegian Joy cruise line November 29th to December 6th, 2025 for the Helping Hands for Cruising R&R Tribute Group Cruise. Bill, are you doing that one? Are you doing that group cruise? Or you haven't decided yet?
Probably not. I have a couple of things going on, so I'm not sure. That might be a time I'm going on another cruise or near that time, so I probably wouldn't be able to do both. But you never know.
We are trying to do Norway next year, so it would be July. So we might be able to swing it, but we'll see. Hey, Mary Ellen, she said celebration. That's what we thought. Celebration. Yay, yay. All right, Bill. So let's talk about the Allure of the Seas. So this was your first Oasis, right?
This was my first Oasis. I've only the second Royal ship ever. The first one was in what's in Endeavor? No, Enchantment of the Seas. That was my first Royal. That was some years ago. I went to Coco Key, and before they built it up, so it's been a while. And then this ship, and I got to admit, I kind of like the Royal ships, the Oasis class ship.
So so this was your first time, and we still have to finish the topics from last week that we didn't get to, but I just want to get your. So this was your first time at Coco Cay since they've expanded it and done all of that. So what did you think of Coco Cay for your first time going back since all this stuff has been done?
It is my new favorite private island. I loved it just because they gave you so many options. If you just wanted to go to the beach for no money, you could do that. If you wanted to go to a thrill park, you can do that. The wave park, I mean, that's part of the thrill park. But if you wanted to, go to the adult area only, that was, now you pay a couple of dollars more, but the adult only Hideaway Beach, I was totally worth it. I only paid about $20 to $25 when I went. I know they upped the price on some of the ships, but for $25, I thought it was ideal. I would do that every time.
So when we go on it we're all on a group cruise for Utopia together. So when we go on that for Utopia, I was looking at the rates for that, and it was like $40 or something. So it's gone up depending, you're right, on what cruise you go on. So I think we're going to skip it for Utopia, not skip going to the island, but skip going to that Hideaway adult section, because I don't feel like we're going to be on Coco Cay that long, because this is one of those cruises that's short, right? It's 3 days, 4 days, 3 days. And this is one that's all about the ship to us, not about the destination. So we'll probably just get off, have lunch, and get right back on the ship is what we're, I think, going to plan on doing for that one.
as much as I loved Hideaway Beach and Coco Key, I may not even get off the ship because it's 3 days, brand new ship, Oasis class, which I went on Allure of the Seas. They haven't even done the upgrades, and I loved it so much. I can't wait to see Utopia. I can't wait.
And
It
Utopia has a little more things to it than Allure does. So I saw Utopia is going to have like the food things by the pool, like little food trucks things.
yeah.
And they don't have that really. I think it's on Icon, but I think that's it. I haven't seen it on any of the other Oasis ships I've been on. And then they're having that train ride thing, which is an upgrade. And I don't know what else, but yeah, so I can't wait either. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, with all that in 3 days, I just don't have. I won't have time. I'm not going to get off at Nassau. I'm not going to get off at Coco Key. I want to experience as much of the ship as I can.
So do you think Celebration Key is going to be as hyped up as Royal's new island, or what do you think?
I think it's going to be nice, but it's a work in progress. You know, they're going to have different sections, but they're not going to have the thrill. You know, the thrill park like Royal has. It's hopefully. I mean, fingers crossed that they do it right. And there's like a Royal. It was laid out so well because it's just so much room that it never felt crowded. The
I'm
adult
wondering
only.
what Royal's going to come up with next because they're always trying to improve that island, right? So
Yeah,
I'm wondering what their next move is there. But you're right. I think going back to what you always say, Bill, I feel like Royal is a step ahead in everything.
yes,
So we shall see. So those were the two destinations. So that's one of our topics for tonight to review was the two itinerary stops that we had as well, which was Coco Cay and Nassau. So did you stay on the ship for Nassau or did you get off?
no, I wound up getting off, and I wound up going to just walking around the city a little bit. And then I wound up at Senior Frogs and had a couple of drinks there and watched some of the other people drink, and then wound up coming back to the ship. I didn't stay off long, but just enough to say I was there, which I probably, again, like I said, Utopia, I probably won't even do that.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting off at all in Nassau. We'll stay on the ship. So did you was that the first time you've been for their new port area?
No, I had been there before for that, and I really like the way they did the port area. It doesn't feel it was terrible before. I mean, with the congestion and the vendors trying to hey, cab drivers and everybody trying to hustle you all at one spot right at the front of the gate. The way that it's spread out now, you don't even notice it. When I got off the ship, I didn't notice any kind of crowd. I didn't go down to the first gate. I walked further down and just walked right out and went to the over to the area of Senior Frogs.
So if you keep walking, we walk down. So there's a bunch of, so when you first get off, there's that big LED screen with like
Yeah,
what was it, a shark or a turtle? I don't
yeah,
remember what
a
it
couple
was.
of different things.
But there's that. And if you keep walking straight down that little walkway, they have like a whole like shopping area like they do in any port, right? With a bunch of the
Yep.
little, but then if you keep walking, they have like a little area set up for like a band to play and like a little courtyard. And then if you keep walking, it goes right into where did you just say you were at? Senor Frogs.
Senior Frogs. Yeah, you
So
just walk out there and it's
now.
not far.
Yeah. So let me hop back over here because there is some more stuff in the chat. I don't want to keep ignoring it over here. So Mary Ellen says she's been on both twice. She preferred the old NCL. Pearl was first 2 cruises ever.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to give Norwegian another shot. Q Creations, good evening. Destination Fun, Warmstrong in the chat. Well, thanks so much for coming in.
Hey, Q.
Kelman Explorers, I did NCL Jewel and Breakaway. I don't remember Breakaway. Breakaway for us was, I mean, it was okay. The ship was good. There was nothing wrong with the ship. All the food, excellent. It was kind of the service on it was a little off for us. The customer service was not. Hey, Betty, thanks for coming in.
Hey, Betty.
We were just talking about you to see if you were coming over to the little meetup next week, Betty. Hey, Cheryl, thanks for coming in. Let's see. Bella's Whisper Farmstead, Kristen. Hey, thanks for coming in. We've got Scott Smith. He's driving and listening. Well, be careful driving and listening. That was me. I went 8 years ago, and then recently it was amazing. So he's talking about your experience. So, Bill, did you like the little lunch there, and did you go to Snack Shack over on the island?
I went. I've been hearing so much about this because the last time I went, I don't remember getting the chicken sandwich and the mozzarella sticks.
And
the only thing I've ever been hearing how fantastic it was. Greatest chicken sandwich ever. Greatest the mozzarella sticks. Yeah, just gotta get them. Gotta get them. I got them. And they were okay. They were cold. I didn't get a good pull on the cheese on the mozzarella sticks. The chicken sandwich was just okay. It wasn't one of the best ones. I was really the only thing I was disappointed about on the island was that, and just because of the buildup. But no, they had different food options. There wasn't a line. It was easy peasy.
So did you just eat at Snack Shack, or did you go to the little barbecue thing that they had?
No, I went to just a Snack Shack. My daughter she didn't come to. I went to I wound up going to the adult area. So I had my day was kind of.
They have the pizza booth in the adult area. That's new too.
I didn't try that either, but I was running around because I was trying to see so much because my daughter. I wanted to go to the adult area, and my daughter wanted to go to the beach area with the grandkids. So I'm running back and forth. So I didn't see as much as I wanted to see of the island, and I didn't try as much as the food. She had a cabana, and they had food brought into the cabana, so everything was good.
So they were saying. So I was trying to read up the last one. We were about to get on the Allure because I was trying to figure out, should we do the adult area or not? And what are you getting for that $40 or $60, whatever they want to charge, right? So they said the difference is, number one, it's only adults. And two, you get the pizza bar, which is not on the other side of the island. And three, you get the heated pool.
That was the game changer right there.
Because the other pool is not heated.
Early April, the water in the Gulf, it's cold. I don't care what people say. I mean, people were out there. It was cold. I didn't want to get in it. The heated pool, it was perfect. Had my drink, party going on. It was fun. The heated pool was a game changer. I hope Carnival does that. I hope they have a heated pool.
So I think if we go on another I can't do it for Utopia, but if we go on another 7-day cruise, I would probably do the adult area. But for Utopia, I can't justify paying that for an hour.
Only thing I would recommend, get there early. I mean, the good spots fill up because I didn't go there first. I went to the thrill park with the family. By the time I went over there, all the good spots, all the good chairs were taken. I was kind of away from the beach and away from the pool. I would get there early.
So how was the thrill park? I've never done the thrill park.
It was nice. We stayed by the wave pool. I didn't get on. I don't do those slides. I'm claustrophobic, and if I got stuck in one of those tubes, I'd have a fit. And I mean, I hear about people getting so. Oh no, they have escape hatches. Oh no, I wouldn't last till you open the escape hatch. So I don't like doing those tubes. And but I mean, it looked like everybody was having fun. The wave pool, everybody was having fun. It was a great place to be, and it didn't feel like crowded. No.
Okay, because their big lagoon-like pool is cold. Every time I've been there, it's been cold.
This was cold. I got a couple of feet in it. My granddaughter and her mother, my daughter, they went in. I'll watch you guys from a distance.
So that's Bill's latest video too. If you guys haven't gone over to his channel, make sure you watch it. It's
Yep.
him at Coco K. It's his Coco K experience that he just posted. So make sure you guys take a look at that one. So you didn't try the barbecue. The one thing I did like in the little lagoon pool is they have, but they don't have enough, is the chairs that are actually in the water right by the swim up part. So you can lay out in the water if it's warm enough, but it was kind of cold. But when are you going to be on Utopia? We have, well, not me, but Clock Family Adventures is doing a group cruise that I'm on. Bill's on. Controversials, is Controversial on it? I thought he was going to be on it.
No, I think another cruise came up when he can't pass up. So
Embarkation Nation, M&T Living and Cooking, and I don't know who else. There's some other channels. The shows is on there. I don't know. There's probably about 10 other channels on there, but it's September 13th to the 16th. And then they're doing, if you want to do back to back, some people are staying on to do the other half, but we're getting off on the 16th. We're only on it for the 3 days or whatever it is.
Embarkation Nation.
Yeah, I said Embarkation Nation.
Okay.
Yeah, I said them. Mm-hmm. They're doing the back to back.
Yes.
Them and Clock. Yeah. It was too expensive for me just for the 3 days, let alone doing back to back.
That's the thing that gets me with Royal. My goodness, I love Royal. As far as I know, with Allure of the Seas, really the only Oasis class ship. But I loved it. I can't wait for Utopia. It's the price. And Carnival, it doesn't have as much. Right now, their private island, you have to tender into it, which is a downer. I'd rather just pull up to a port, able to get on and off as I want. I really, the price is the only thing that's really holding me back from Royal. I'd rather go on 3, Carnival cruises than one Royal.
Right. They are starting to do a lot more 3 or 4 day cruises. I saw Wonder, I think in 2025 is going to 3 and 4 day, and they're going to be going to Nassau and Coco Cay. And they're building that beach club in Nassau as well. So I think that's going to be like a lot of their ships are just going to go to Coco Cay and then go to the Nassau for them to go to the beach club. I think that's what they're starting to target, it seems like.
I'm looking at that island. I want to see how they build it up. I mean, it looks like a very narrow area. I would imagine they're going to probably, I don't know, try to make a beach someplace and some cabanas. And it's going to be probably out of my price range because I'm sure it's not going to be like Coco Cay where
Nassau's expensive.
Yeah, it's not gonna be where you just get off the ship and go over there and you gotta you don't have to spend any money. No, if you want to go there, you're gonna have to spend some money.
Mm-hmm. So all right, so we've talked about the ports. What did you think of we touched a little bit on the casino last week, but that's kind of where we ended. What did you think about the casino on the Allure of the Seas?
I'm not one. Smoking doesn't bother me. I don't smoke. I smoke cigars every now and then, but I really don't smoke. But smoking doesn't bother me. I thought it was decent size. I didn't have any luck, so to speak. How people always talk about the machines paying off. I don't know if they're tighter than usual, but I had fun. They had some of the latest games, not the newest games, but some of the later ones. So.
Did you win anything in there? Because I didn't.
I didn't win anything. I mean, I playing blackjack. I won a little bit, a few $100s. Then I lost that in slot machines. The casino bar was kind of a weird, kind of weird. There wasn't enough room. It was so many people gathered around the bar. It was during the basketball tournament, and it was just too many people hanging around. And I'm trying to sit down in a chair, trying to watch the game, but I can't watch the game because the people in front at the bar and the people are sitting at the bar and standing at the bar. So there was no place to go. and that was one thing that they don't have a true sports bar there. I
No,
was able to
they did
find,
not have a Playmakers, which is
yeah,
their sports bar for Royal. They did not have one on that ship. Now, they did say they're taking out the Mexican place in the boardwalk, and it was so
Sabor.
good and sad they're taking it out. But they're taking that out, and they're gonna. Was it Sabor? They're taking it out, and they're putting the Playmakers in there when they do their revamp next year.
That'd be nice. And I mean, I know Sabor might be good, but the having a sports bar, they did play the game on outside of On Air. I think that was the name of a bar, and they had screens on the outside, so they did play the game there, and people are just gathering in the middle of the hallway, kind of watching it. So
I do like on Celebration, if you've been on the Carnival Celebration, I'm assuming
yeah,
Jubilee and Mardi Gras are the same, the Heroes Lounge with the big
yep,
screen, and it's a very open, so there's a lot of room in there where you can
yep.
walk around or sit, or I really like that idea. So maybe they'll do something like that too. But I know like Independence of the Seas, they have where you walk through the sports bar to get in and out of the casino. So all that smell goes
Oh,
into the all the smoke goes into the Playmakers. And not only that, when a game is going on and all these people are shuffling through there, it's a little loud where you can't hear the
that
game
was
right through all
Liberty.
the slot machines. But again, they have the funnel of the wing smell going through there too to try to make you stop to get some wings.
I've heard good. I've heard good thing about the food at Playmakers. I'm not big on paying extra for foods, but Playmakers, I'm gonna make an exception.
We've never eaten in Playmakers. Now, we did the wings on the breakaway. What's the bar? Shenanigans? Sheehan? What is it called? Sheehan's? They had good wings in their
Okay,
sports bar, and it's free. Playmakers is not free. You have to pay.
yeah, you definitely have to pay.
Yes to Celebration Key. Yeah, we'll have to try it when that comes out. Hey, Bud Files, thanks for coming in. Let me just scroll down here. What are your thoughts on Royal building the area in Nassau? I agree with Bill. I think it's gonna be expensive. And to me in Nassau, I can just stay on the ship.
Do you think they'll have dynamic pricing, meaning that if I go on Enchantment of the Sea, it's going to be $30, but if I go on Icon, it's going to be $70.
Yeah,
You
they're
think?
doing it now with the hideaway area
Yeah.
for what do you call? Right? I mean, I keep seeing the price on that fluctuating right now, and it's higher than when we were on Allure. So yeah, I think they're going to do dynamic pricing on that, and if it doesn't sell, then they'll lower it. Look at what they did on Icon with that plank thing. Remember, it started at what, $90 for the 30-second thing, and then nobody was buying it, and they dropped it. Remember that?
Yeah, you live and learn.
So I think they will. I think they'll do dynamic pricing. Yes, everyone. Thank you, Pete. I totally forgot. Everyone, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button for us. That would be awesome. I've done 7 NCL breakaway getaways, Bliss, Pearl, Pride, and stuff. So I guess I just hit it on the wrong time because she sounds like she loves the NCL.
Pearl, when I went, I did it on it was a chartered ship. Sheila E. She had a group cruise and chartered the whole ship. So I don't know if it was the true experience, but it wasn't crowded. I thought the food was good. Kind of old school, so you didn't have a whole lot on there, but everything was top notch. I mean, no complaints. The service was good.
What about the brownie? I've never eaten in Playmakers, but I have heard amazing. I don't think it's a brownie though. I think it's a cookie. Maybe it is a brownie.
Do they have it on the island? Because that was there when we were talking about Cocoa Key.
Maybe.
And I didn't see a brownie, but I didn't really look. I went there for one reason or two reasons: the chicken sandwich and the mozzarella sticks, and a drink.
So I learned a little hack for the island watching a TikTok video. So you get 2 cookies and then like 2 chocolate chip cookies, and you take them over to where they're serving the soft serve ice cream, and they'll put ice cream in the middle of both cookies, and you can make yourself a cookie sandwich.
That sounds
So
good.
you learned that tip from me, and I learned it from TikTok. So there you go. And it was good. You just got to eat it fast because the ice cream melts very quickly there. I'm doing the thrill park for the first time on Utopia. I'm nervous about the slides too. I would be too. You won't get me on. That's why we've never paid for it, because I know Danny will do the slides all day long, but I'm not I'll do Disney roller coasters, and that's about as far as I get. But roller coasters, slides I can do, but the enclosed ones, I'm like you, Bill. I'm claustrophobic. Forget it. Or the ones that drop straight down. Not me. So you'll have to let us know, Kelman, how those slides are for you. But
Right.
Not me. I'd be like Bill sitting in the wave pool. Hey, Fearless Rambler. Thanks for coming in.
George.
Antoinette. Bill, I enjoyed watching your Coco K video.
Oh, thank you, Antoinette.
Let me just scroll down. We have Drunken Chef Barbecue in the house. Hello. Thank you so much for coming in.
Drunken Chef, long time no see.
Will G, the beach club isn't going to be free. No, it'll be a charge for the beach club. It's not going to be free. I think Royal's done with the free days. And that's the thing I really like about the celebration on Carnival. There were so many. I mean, there's free food on Oasis at a lot more places than you would find on a smaller Royal ship. But the celebration, food everywhere, that was included. Like, there was a lot of food options. So that's one thing I really liked about that.
Same here. I really love the food options on the Jubilee celebration Mardi Gras. I love the food options. And one of the bigger things was the way they separated the adult-only area on Carnival ship, where they had a swimming pool and whirlpools. And, you know, a lot of times they'll have like Carnival ships will have the adult area, Serenity area, but all they'll have is hot tubs. Well, they had a swimming pool too. So, and a place to get, you know, like a salad during lunchtime. So, hey, Carnival did it right. I'm not going to back.
Oh, I love that salad bar. That was awesome. Yeah. I really like that salad bar. We got a casino deal in Utopia, still pricey. That did help. Well, you're lucky. I didn't even know they were giving out casino deals for Utopia. So that's good. You are very lucky there.
Well, that's where, you know, getting Royal gets me, because this 3-day cruise, where it is cheaper, it's a 3-day cruise, and I'm paying, you know, $1,100, $1,200 for a 3-day cruise. I get it if it's
Allure and paid like $500 a person for 3 days.
I would like to do that. So we'll see.
Actually, it was cheaper than $500. I shouldn't even say $500. It was a lot cheaper than that. And I just did see, if you're looking, the Celebrity Reflection, if you look at August dates, you can go on a 4-day cruise for like $300 and something on there. So if anybody's looking, that's a really good deal. And it goes to Nassau and Coco Cay, I think. Or maybe one of them goes to Bimini. I think there was a couple of different options you could do. And we've never been to Bimini, so I'm working on it over here. But Danny just found out how much he paid for Utopia, so now Utopia was a lot. Yesterday how much it really was, and now he's like, we're not booking anything.
I gotta go look and see how much actually I paid for Utopia, but it was a lot for a 3-day cruise.
That's what he was saying last night.
For a 7-day cruise, that's not a bad price. For a 3-day cruise, it's like, yikes.
Yeah, see, he takes it and he does it. So he'll take the total and then he'll break it down by the day, how much it is a day. And then that's where he gets his sticker shock. Let's see. Danny D, sorry, I didn't see you come in. Thank you so much for coming in. Antoinette, Playmakers has the best wings. It does. That's why I can't wait for it to get on Allure. But then after they do the revamp, Allure's not even over here anymore. I think it's going to be down in Miami or something. So Bill, what did you think on Allure in the rooms where they had the old school MP3?
It was time for an upgrade, but they weren't. The rooms weren't bad.
That was the only thing that made it outdated. Everything else
Yeah,
I thought was fine. I mean, they didn't have any USB ports in there, but everything else seemed
I'm
normal,
sure
like
there's some
any
people.
other cruise.
I'm sure some people in the chat still have their MP3 players.
Oh, Sheehan, that's what it's called. Thank you. Thank you so much. John P. Adventures, thanks so much for coming in. Hello, it's a cruise life. Thank you. Thank you. Destination warm. What's he talking about?
I think they're just saying hi.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's probably the icon thing because it doesn't come over on StreamYard, the little emoji. I think that dynamic pricing is BS. It is. It is BS. But if you think about it, they do dynamic pricing. All the cruises do based off the sailing too, just for the price of the cruise, right? If it's a low demand, they raise the price.
But for the cruise, I kind of accepted that. But now it's like I'm on the cruise. Now you still want to, gouge me for this, that, and the other. I'm people will pay it, so I guess you might as well get used to it. But I don't like it.
The brownie on Coco Cay. No, I've never had the brownie on Coco Cay. Now I must try it. I didn't even know they had a brownie. So this last time we were at Coco Cay, I really wasn't. Y'all, we had this family emergency with the dogs, and we talked about it in our last live. My mind was not totally there, but I will get the brownie next time that you said that because I don't remember ever seeing a brownie there. It was the snack at Snack Shack. Oh, okay. Now, yeah, I was thinking the buffet, but yeah, you're right. And they also had a funnel cake. The funnel cake was good too.
I didn't try that either. I didn't try anything. I tried. Oh, I'm sorry.
I will have to say, now that you're talking about the mozzarella sticks, we did get them. Well, we always get the mozzarella sticks, but I thought that the marinara was a little.
Oh, it was
watery.
bland. Yeah, it was bland.
It was watery and kind of, yeah. Now that you say that, I did notice that.
That's the only thing I was disappointed on as far as on the cruise was that. Everything else, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, Royal.
And I will tell you guys too, if you've never been on Royal, your Wi-Fi package, if you have the Wi-Fi package or the drink package, and the drink package, you can use both of those on Coco Cay. You don't have to pay extra or be logged into your own cell service. Your drink package works, and so does your Wi-Fi on Coco Cay. And we had no issues using phone or anything.
No, they did it right. Hopefully, Carnival Celebration Key. Hopefully, you're listening, Carnival.
I'm making a cookie sandwich. Yeah, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, and then the girl behind me, she's like, "That's a great idea," and she ran and went and got cookies. The slides are so fun. I don't know. Wow. Bone Tired Travelers, thanks for coming in. Hello.
Denise.
4 Men in the House trying to show some love and support with both YouTube channels. Well, thank you so much, Kenneth.
Thank you, Kenneth.
So we're almost out of time. So Bill, what about, and I'll get back over the chat in a second, the shows. We haven't talked about the shows. What did you think about the shows on Allure of the Seas?
I'm used to Carnival, and I'm used to shows 45 minutes, you're done. Musical, they're playing music, some songs, I went on there and sat for 2 hours and 45 minutes to watch Mamma Mia, the play. And I thought I was going to hate it, but I said, you know what? I'll do it for the channel. I'll go in here and I'm like, this is crazy. I got to spend my whole afternoon in here on a cruise ship watching the play. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it
the whole time on our sailing.
Oh, I thought the entertainment was good. They had some musical acts. They had the ice skating show. I thought it was. I had no complaints about Allure of the Seas. The aqua show.
That ice skating show was the best ice skating show I have seen out of any of the royal ships. That was the best ice skating. We loved it. It was a totally different thing. It was kind of like an 80s, 90s theme. Oh, we loved it. We were like, this is one of the best ones we've seen, was this ice show.
I was blown away with the aqua show, watching the
Yes.
divers dive into that small pool. I mean,
All the way from the top of the thing.
I'm cringing because it's like, oh my, what if they miss? What if the ship rocks and the water? I'm cringing every time they jump from a high level. It was one of the best shows I've seen at sea. They did it. I'm telling you, they did it right.
I'm interested. So where that aqua show is on Allure, or on any of the Oasis ships, for Icon, they enclosed that into like a dome room. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me. That type of show to me, I would want outside, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to, maybe a Utopia, they did it too and made it enclosed. I don't know. But to me, that's more of like an outdoor, like that's the fun of part of it, I think, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see what they.
I guess because of weather, though, like high winds or anything like that, they would have to cancel the show. So I kind of understand from a business point of view.
Yeah, even on the quantum class, they don't have the aqua show, but they've replaced that whole boardwalk area with like a enclosed dome area. It's not an aqua show, but they do like Circus delay shows and stuff in there, and it's enclosed. And it just doesn't, I don't know. I like that little outdoor thing with the shows, but we thought the shows were great. I mean, of course, you had to make sure you had a reservation, right? There was the one show, there was another show one night, and they only had it one night. I don't remember the name of it. And we couldn't even get a reservation. So we didn't see it.
That was the one thing. And it's more of, I wasn't used to it. MSC did the same thing where you have to make reservations for your shows. So I'm not used to that. I'm not used to having to book in advance. But if I went back on more royal ships, I would know that, and I would know to book it in advance. And I loved it. What was the Chops Grill?
Mm-hmm.
And I went late, so it wasn't crowded. I loved everything about it. I loved because it was quiet. It wasn't, when I go like on Carnival, there's a lot of seats around you. You hear a lot of noise. When I was down there at Chops Grill, there was nobody around me. And they had a little music playing in the background. The lights had turned down. I mean, it was like being at a 5-star restaurant someplace on land. And I really enjoyed. The food was done well.
So we've only been on to Chops once, and that was on our Alaska cruise. We did Chops, and it was okay, but I didn't think it was worth the price. But I heard like on Oasis of the Seas and stuff like that, it's a lot better. So even somebody on the ship told us that this isn't like a normal Chops, but I'd like to try it. Chops. So you thought it was good?
I did. I like steak and potatoes. I mean, that's kind of what I love, and they did it well. They did it well. I thought the having Central Park and just going out there and sitting there and listening to the birds. I really enjoyed almost everything about that ship. The elevators were a little weird.
So Central Park, we did our first Central Park room, and for those of you who weren't in here last week, we liked it. You could open the door at night and you heard jazz music. During the morning, you heard the birds chirping, and it was good to people watch and stuff. But I miss my ocean view. Like if I had a choice, I would do the ocean view first. But there was nothing wrong with it. And then you could kind of hear a little bit of the music with your doors closed. But again, the music stopped at 10:30. So if you have like a younger one that goes to bed early, I would not recommend a Central Park room. But no complaints about it. I mean, it was nice. But the other thing is you don't really have privacy, because like an ocean view, you open it up and you got the ocean in front of you. This, you've got another room like directly across the courtyard that you can into.
And that's why the one reason why I wouldn't get it, if I went out there and set it on my balcony, I'd want privacy. I wouldn't want people looking back at me. I'd rather be looking out at the ocean.
Yeah. We're at dinner. I thought I'd pop in. Taco Tuesday. Oh, well, thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you. And enjoy your tacos. I agree. Carnival has more included food options that taste great.
Yes.
So
on the newer ships.
So did you think Chops is better than the steakhouse on Celebration, or
I did. I did. I mean, it was, it was nicer, but it was probably $10-15 more. And the Fahrenheit 555 on Carnival, I had it was good. The food was good. I went during like dinner time, so it was packed, and you just have a lot of conversations going on. So it was loud. And in Chops, there weren't as many people around, and they had some music playing, like some jazz playing, and it just made for a great atmosphere. It was more intimate.
Yeah. So we really liked, and they didn't have an Allure Wonderland. So if you ever get on a ship, well, you probably wouldn't like it, Bill, because you don't eat seafood, or like it had a lot of unique things to try.
I saw that.
But a lot of it was seafood,
No
kind of like tuna or crab or lobster. You wouldn't like it. But if you like unique and you're a foodie, try Wonderland. You wouldn't like it.
No. I thought, I'm like, I wouldn't do it.
I got a casino deal for Utopia with the thrill park, taxes and fees only. Ooh, that's a good deal. Nice. You're lucky you hit the jackpot, because I didn't even know Royal was giving out stuff like that anymore. So that's awesome. Let's see. What a beautiful ship. Reflection is great. Yeah, I'm working on it. I got to work on this one over here. But we watched Views and Cues. I don't know if anybody else watches them, but that's the series they're doing right now on celebrity reflection. And we were like, we got to get on that ship. I got to stop watching them, because they got us to do the Ovation of the Seas for Alaska. Now they got me wanting to do Norway, and we're looking up the Norway stuff. And now they got me wanting to do Reflection. So I need to stop watching them.
Well, let me know. Keep me informed about the Norway, because I do want to do Norway.
So I did find, Bill, and and I've never done Holland America, but they have a good deal right now, and it's Norway and Scotland.
Okay.
So we're kind of bouncing that one around. Let's see. Jennifer's given us the eyes. You are with us. What does that mean? I think she's on her phone, and she's kind of typing. Yeah. Celebrity Reflection, going to Bimini for the first time later this month. Oh, so you are going on the Reflection. We'll have to watch your videos and see. Yeah. They did show, there was one that did go to Bimini, and I think it went to Key West, if I'm not mistaken. But you are with us. Is she talking to us, Bill? I don't know who she's talking to.
She might be talking. It might be talking about Utopia, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
Anthony on the move. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Anthony.
MP3. Yeah, they had them in the room. The little holders. They were on the desk.
Probably when that came out. I mean, that was big time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with they had the little speakers on there.
Yeah. I mean, if you could imagine back in those days, you plug them, just put your iPod, your iPod up there and play it, and yeah, that would have been big time.
Subscribing to everyone. Well, thank you so much, Kelman.
Thank you.
Let's see. I think they just justify dynamic pricing as crowd control and safety, but it's BS. But I would think they'd want to sell it out, right? I don't know. Scrow's Nest. I've
Randy.
been waiting for you. Look what I have. Thank you for sending me this. I've been waiting to thank you for this. I haven't seen you in here in a while, but I got my flag from you. Thank you. Oh, Bill's got one too. See there?
Randy.
Yes. So we've got Tamika Davis in here. Hello, Tamika. Thank you so much for coming in. See everybody saying hi. I'm excited now. Allure this December, my first time. I didn't really have any complaints on Allure overall, so that's one of my topics for tonight. Bill, overall, what would you say about Allure?
I loved it. The boarding process was one of the easiest ever. I don't think I ever really stopped. They checked my boarding pass and like just keep going this way, keep heading this way. It was like one of the easiest processes that I've ever encountered.
Yeah, I want to say we were on the ship within like 10 minutes.
It was probably under 10 minutes, and I loved it. I told you my only complaint was the chicken sandwich and the mozzarella sticks. The shows were great. The cabin steward. I mean, everything was fine. The elevators were a little weird because they had them instead of all the elevators being in the same spot. They have like some here, and then around the hallway you have more over here, so you can see the other elevators. But if they came, you're too far away to get to those elevators, so you still had to wait for whatever elevators you're sitting at. But
that's how most of the Oasis ones are. They have them on both sides.
Yeah.
But
other than that, that's just being real picky right there. No, I definitely.
But they were quick. They were quick elevators. They weren't, or you had to stand there unless a show just ended or something, and there were a million people standing there. But they seemed pretty fast, and they even had the piano guy playing in the elevator.
I never saw him.
Oh yeah, he was there. We saw him one night in there. I once talked a carnival bartender to make me a pina colada with soft serve ice cream instead of ice. Ooh, I might have to try that. That actually sounds good.
It does.
It's a bit different on Icon, but the Aquadome has its own special ambience. It's magical, actually. Oh, okay. I'm hoping when the star comes out, that Icon drops a little bit, kind of what Wonder just did now that Icon is out. So I'm hoping, but we'll see. I mean,
fingers crossed.
You have 4 of these huge ships coming out. You would think one of them would drop, right?
But they're filling them all up.
I know.
That's the problem.
Let's see. Wasn't impressed with chops on the Jewel. Oh, okay. So see, I think chops might be hit or miss on depending what ship you go on. Danny, my dad wants to know when we're going to the casino. Well, I have free play, so let's go.
Let's go.
We have a Hard Rock casino that's about 15 minutes tops from here. So you got to be careful, but I do have free play, so I'm in. Wonderland was amazing. You have to try it. Views and cues, yes. That's how he's waiting for us to take him to the casino. Well, come on, let's go.
Nice.
Let's go tonight. Y'all come with us over Labor Day this year on the Reflection. Danny, you're listening.
Over Labor Day,
Labor Day.
That's probably a good time to go too, because the kids will be back in school. So that probably would be a good time.
So Danny owes me a redo cruise, by the way, from this last Allure cruise. Not that we didn't have a good time, but we had this emergency with the dog that got attacked at the kennel. So I fully was not on this cruise. So he owes me a redo vacation cruise. So maybe that could be the redo. Danny, if you're listening. And my birthday's coming up. Birthday present.
Birthday present.
That's right.
That always works.
Hey, Together We Travel. Thanks so much for coming in. Yo, Pirate's Life for me. That's right. Scrow's Nest is glad we like our flags. His physical therapy is. I was wondering where you've been, Scrow's Nest. Jennifer, I could not live that close to a casino. Well, Jennifer, sometimes you have to live close to the casino. We're all going the only day off of work, reflection, only one day off work, reflection, Labor Day will have lots of us there. Well, Danny and I will definitely look into that then. Does anybody know how much the cheapest room is? Because if it's only a 3 or 4 day, I could do an inside cabin. If it's 7 day, I might have to bounce it up. But all right, we are to the bottom, Bill. So any last words about Allure?
No, if you get a chance, I definitely try out Royal. If Allure is any indication of as far as how they do things, I definitely try them out. It's going to be a little more expensive, but just try it once. Treat yourself once.
I would say any Oasis ship, I would definitely try to get on. Those are my favorite right now. But I haven't tried Icon, so I'm sure Icon would probably be next. But I'm excited for Utopia to see what they have. Very inexpensive, about $400. That's not bad. Danny, are you listening?
The one thing about like Utopia, it's shorter than Icon, but I think it holds more passengers.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's a little wider. So they're cramming more and more, and that's another thing why I like older ships. They're starting to cram more and more people into tighter spots or tighter spaces. So the older ships, it seems like you get more room. So Utopia, I hope they didn't build it made it too many people or made it for too many people that it's going to feel crowded.
Well, I hope they do something different because, and I know we got to get out of here in a minute, but for Allure, the casino, right? So they have one big casino and they divided half of it to non-smoking, but the smoke was still flowing in there. Not that smoke really bothers me, but some people it does. But then they had another little room that was completely non-smoking, but there was hardly anything in it. So I think they need to.
That's kind of where I stayed. Well, I played blackjack a lot of time, but that's where I stayed. It was down in.
You were in that little non-smoking room?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I went over there and played. I got really annoyed with the slot machines because they were not paying me anything. So I went over there and started playing roulette in that little room. And it was quiet. I actually liked it in there. It was but I feel like they need a bigger non-smoking room in there. So, and maybe they had that area, and I don't know if you noticed it, but they had the old school photo books and walls where you put all the pictures on that they weren't even using anymore. I have a feeling they're going to knock that down and put something there. I don't know what, but they don't need that area anymore.
They don't.
So let me just bounce back over here. We have Danny saying bravo, bravo. Danny, you didn't say anything about the reflection. You're telling me great, excellent show. What happened about the reflection over there? Florida residents think it was $725 interior for 2 people for 3 days. That's not bad at all. Oh, we got to figure out the dog situation, and we might be on there if we can get a dog sitter. Let's see. Everybody's saying not bad at all. And we are back down to the bottom. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. Thank you so, so much. And next week, we might have another special guest on here. So tune in. Make sure you turn on that. We are Florida residents, Lisa. So make sure you click on that notification bell, and we'll see you next week at 6 p.m. And we are starting to post our summit videos, Celebrity Summit. So make sure you check that out. And also make sure you go over to Warmstrong Adventures and check his channel out and his TikTok, because he's posting over on TikTok too. So all you people over here from TikTok tonight, make sure you definitely check him out.
I think I got everybody from TikTok. So I'm going to go over there and connect with you on YouTube and TikTok.
Cool. Cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.